The countdown to music's biggest night is on. Hello friends, welcome to The Download. The 62nd annual Grammy Awards are on Sunday. Ahead of it, we are previewing music's biggest night, including who will and who should win the top categories and taking a look back at some of our favorite moments with Grammy nominees over the past year. Now, to help break it all down, we're joined by two music experts, Apple Music host Brooke Reese and Billboard senior editor Colin Stutz. You guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
We're gonna put you through the ringer a little bit, and I know it's so hard to predict these awards, and so let's get right into it. Talking about Record of the Year. Now, before I ask you guys who you think will and should win, can you kind of help break down the difference between Record of the Year and Song of the Year, Colin?
Right, yeah, absolutely. So we'll get to Song of the Year. Record of the Year is all about the production, how this record is created, the recording, right? It's right there in the name. So we've got the producer, we've got the engineer.
The artist.
The artist, of course, yes. And often artists are now producing their music as well with collaborators. So song otherwise is all about the songwriting elements, the lyrics, the instrumentation that goes into it, but it's basically the idea is maybe what happens before the studio, what happens in the studio.
Right. I feel like that question comes up every year, the distinction between those two, and now you guys know why there's a lot more people and bodies that walk up to accept Record of the Year, because it's all about the production, Song of the Year to the songwriter/writers. Okay, Record of the Year, y'all. A lot of familiar faces in the category. We have Billie Eilish, Ariana, Her, Lil Nas X, Lizzo, Post Malone. Were there any surprises here for either of you? Brooke?
For me, no. I mean, this is a really great list of who really took over music the last year, since the last Grammys. And I'm just so excited. Music has been so exciting lately with a bunch of the artists that have been breaking out. And for me, when I look at this list, I see a great list of artists who have put in the time and are finally getting the recognition, at least for the nominations.
Yeah. Any surprises for you, Colin?
Well, I would just say there are a few standouts. Okay. Right? There are going to be artists that if they don't win it, if one of them don't win it, people will be surprised.
Absolutely.
Right? And we're talking Billie Eilish, we're talking Lizzo.
There's definitely front runners.
Yeah.
Right. Well, in that case, then let me put you on the spot. So who are your picks for Record of the Year? Who will win? Who should win? Brooke, we'll start with you.
Okay, I think that Billie Eilish is going to take it, only because she has this cult following, and also everything she's doing right now, she's creating this trend in music that kind of hasn't existed before. I mean, people want to look like her, they want to sound like her. Like, she's created a brand new lane, and so because this song is so massive, and I mean, I think that that's why she's going to take it for Bad Guy.
Yeah, I like that point. Yeah.
Yeah, who do you think should win?
I think that Lizzo should win. Truth Hurts is such a massive song, and also what Lizzo represents in general and the music that she's been putting out. You're talking about somebody who's been in the music industry for over 8 years and has been hustling nonstop and is finally having that breakthrough moment where she's getting validated for the songwriting and musician skills that she has.
I feel like it's neck and neck for Billie and Lizzo across a couple categories,
Absolutely.
right? Colin, who do you think will win? Who should win Record of the Year?
I've got Lizzo winning.
Right, we split the vote right here.
Remember everything I was just saying about songwriting versus, Record of the Year. This is one of those tracks that's kind of complicated, right? Because you can tell that a lot of the writing happened in the studio as it was being produced too. So they kind of tend to go hand in hand. I think it's a great song, and just production alone, I was listening to it recently, taking this mindset, what's the recording value? And there are a lot of great quirks in there that, just really make it a special song.
And what a great storyline too. Obviously, Truth Hurts dropped in 2017, and it's having this renaissance now. So it'd be kind of amazing to see it kind of take it,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, now let's move on to Song of the Year. Billie, Her, and Lizzo also nominated for this one too, but we also have Lady Gaga from A Star Is Born, and of course, Taylor Swift's Lover, her title track. Are either of those contenders here, do you think?
I would be shocked if Gaga won it. Yeah.
I don't know if it still has the strength behind it to, come up against these songs that are just so massive and really like leading the charge and are continuing to lead the charge in charts and music that's streaming right now.
And again, it's because Shallow was within the eligibility period last year.
Right.
The actual soundtrack was this year. And you're right, a lot of time has passed since you got the Shallow moment and all of that. Yeah.
But as for Taylor, I think she could take it. I think Lover's a solid song, and we're talking now about songwriting. And I think it's one of her strongest in years.
Yeah.
But it's definitely some tough competition.
And her only nomination in the general field category.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the one that I'm sure she's gunning for as well.
As well.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do you guys think will win and should win? Colin, kick us off.
All right, will win. I've got Lizzo again.
Okay.
Just
we got a Lizzo stan. I love it.
We're saying will win. Because that song was the biggest song of the year. I think it was. I think it was even bigger than Old Town Road, which was nominated for Record of the Year, not Song of the Year.
Right.
Obviously, that's a new record for topping the Billboard charts.
Yeah.
But Lizzo's song was just everywhere, and it felt like a cultural phenomenon. A full movement.
And who do you think should win?
I've got kind of an oddball choice there, and it would be surprising if she did, but I would love to see Tanya Tucker win because, yeah, her song, Bring My Flowers Now, which was co-written with Brandi Carlile, is one of those songs that you just stop everything you're doing and listen to. And when we're talking about songwriting, I think that element is really, really something. Now, Lizzo's kind of, it's big, it's boisterous. Yes. It was, played in stadiums everywhere. It's like, it's a hit song. Yeah. This is something a little more subtle. But I think as far as the craft of songwriting goes and everything that she had to say, that's my favorite of the bunch.
I love that.
I think that would be a bold statement too, just because of country music. And they don't always get the biggest look that they should, even though it's really having a huge moment right now and crossing over into mainstream, finally.
And to have a female country artist kind of take that prize too says a lot too.
That would be huge.
Brooke, who do you think will win, should win?
I have Billie down again.
Yeah, okay, I'm noticing.
Now I feel like I'm a Billie Eilish stan, but I just feel like, again, Bad Guy is just such a great song. And when you talk about songwriting, her and her brother Phineas, when they get in the studio, there's just something so special that happens, which is why I think the album is so incredible as well. But for who I think should win, I'm really rooting for Louis Capaldi.
Wow.
I think Someone You Loved is such a beautiful song, and if you've ever talked with him, he's the funniest guy.
Yeah.
So hilarious. And then here he is, and he's writing these beautiful songs that are just like gut-wrenching and, like ache and pull at your heartstrings. And
he did not score as many nominations as Billie, so I feel that would be a huge surprise and a shock. But I'm kind of living for those moments, though, when it comes to the Grammys.
Absolutely.
Moving on, though, guys, because perhaps one of the most unpredictable categories of the night, especially in recent years, is Album of the Year. So let's get right into it. Who do you think will win? Who do you think should win? Here's a look at who is nominated. Colin, what do you think?
All right. Now, this is where I'm picking Billie. Her album of the year. Because I think her album was everything you said about the importance of her music and the song and record categories. I think the album was really had this huge moment. Again, like there are artists that are coming up that want to be Billie Eilish, and that is impact, right? Not to mention, it is a strong album on its own. It has a lot of singles on it,
beautiful.
A lot of great tracks they pulled out, and so I think that while I'm going with Lizzo for the singles, I'm going with Billie for the album.
Right.
I love it, Brooke.
I'm also going with Billie Eilish.
The alliances are formed. Okay, Billie, I love it.
I just think that she put out an incredible album, and you know what? This debut album has been so long in the making, and she couldn't get any other nominations prior to this, right? Even for Best New Artist, because you have to put out a debut project.
Right.
And leading up to this, Billie had nothing out, no complete project. 4 years in the making, she's now a young adult, to when she first came out when she was 14. And I think everything that her and her brother Phineas put into this project was worth the wait, and I think it absolutely should take home the award of the night.
And listen, if she also takes home Best New Artist, she would join a very elite group of artists who get that Best New Artist trophy, but also Album of the Year. So time will tell come Grammy Sunday. But my thanks to Apple Music's Brooke Reese and Colin Stutz with Billboard. We'll see which of your guys' predictions actually come through on Sunday, all right?
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much.